What's a hill you're willing to die on every time? Health insurance should cover the whole body. The fact that vision and dental are separate things is a pure cash grab. As a hearing aid wearer, I would like to add to the list of complaints. Hearing isn't even an add-on option within insurance. They're classified as cosmetic. SP, considering how important dental health is, I mean, a tooth infection can easily kill you. I've had an infected tooth before, with an abscess, and that was easily the worst pain I've ever felt my entire life. The infection was in my jaw and spread to my ear. I was crying. It hurt so bad I was on the verge of pulling it out myself. If I didn't have dental insurance, I would have been fucked. Repeal Citizen United. Nothing to discuss. Politicians should have to list where every freaking dollar comes from. Or, corporations are held to same cap as citizens. A $2,500 limit on all political donations per year. But we would need to ban pass as well to make that work. Public libraries are undervalued by many. My daughter is reading a book series on warrior cats. There are something like 40 books. She goes through 3 or 4 per month. There is no way we could afford all of those books, so we've been hitting up the library. Today I took her to get the next book, and they actually had the next 4 books available. Her excitement as she bounced up to the front desk, 4 hardback novels, lovingly cradled in her arms, and smiling ear to ear is a moment I won't ever forget. So, yay, libraries are fucking great. I'm in a situation where I just can't do my homework, nor can I study at home, and my public library has saved me. Honestly, now that I'm going to the library every day, I have a schedule and I feel overall way less depressed and way more productive. Use a goddamn turn signal. Children, beauty pageants are creepy as fuck, and parents who subject their children to such scrutiny and judgment are crazy and don't deserve children. A dear friend of mine growing up was in pageants. She struggled with eating disorders since she was 7. People are completely fine with immoral, morally grey actions as long as it's someone they like doing it. Expansion on that thought. They're fine with horrible things being done to people as long as they feel no need to identify with the people having horrible things done to them. Radio stations should play more than 250 songs. You're getting 250. I swear I could scrape most I had to radio stations for rock and barely find 100 songs by 40 artists. In an age where more music is being pumped out ever than before, and stations are fighting to stay alive, they really said, we will play only 6 songs, thank you, goodbye. Some don't even play 250. My local rock station still plays basically the same dozen songs on rotation all day that I heard back in high school 20 years ago. Try 7 songs if you've ever listened to Power 106 in Los Angeles. Disagreeing is not a personal attack. Also, you can listen to someone and understand what they're saying without agreeing with them. Just because you don't agree doesn't mean you're refusing to listen. I see you, people reading this one and feeling attacked as the Kill Bill sirens ring in your ear. Getting compliments as a dad for normal parenting behavior. Yes, I can feed, bath and put to bed a 97 and 2-year-old. No, I didn't need to call my wife for direction. No, I didn't need to call my wife for direction. No, the house didn't burn down. The praise you are heaping upon me doesn't make me feel good. It just makes me feel bad for you, your kids and your husband. That 75 of the USA needs to retake an American government class. The fact that most people don't even know we have 3 branches of government baffles me. We all just need to re-watch Schoolhouse Rock. They're super simple too. The president, the Senate, and the candlestick maker. Apologies mean nothing without changed behaviors. This is part of the reason why I hate people who use apologies to get rid of tensions, awkwardness. If you don't plan on changing the way you act, just leave the person alone. As my military training instructor used to say, don't be sorry, be better. Also, an apology is not just I'm sorry. There needs to, at minimum, be an acknowledgement of what they did wrong and that they understand why it was wrong, ideally with a plan of how to correct the issue. Public bathroom stall doors should go floor to ceiling. My annoyance is when stalls have huge gaps in the walls, doors so you can just look right in. People getting on subways or elevators before letting people off makes no sense. I say my piece every time I see it. I agree, but fuck the people on the subway who take their sweet-ass time getting up such that when everyone else is off and people are getting on, they're going the wrong way. You should be on your feet ready to exit when the train stopped. Move your asses, people. Edit. Yes, obviously if you are an old man or a pregnant lady or otherwise moving as if you're injured or disabled, I don't judge you for it. I'll combine this with the people who rush the aisle on a plane as soon as you hit the gate. The kind of people who want power are the worst kind of people to have power. Power should be a responsibility, not a reward. I've heard the phrase, those who seek power rarely deserve it, and those who deserve it rarely seek it. I am allergic to responsibility and don't want to be in charge of anything. That's why I should be in charge. Ear candles are absolute snake oily bullshit. And why does he only have one? He pulls the candle from one ear and lights it for his dinner. So what? Is his other ear just horrifically plugged? I could absolutely never at least get it out so your damn ears are evenly unplugged, for ogre's sake. Disgusting. Shriek's most annoying plot hole. Social media is bad for you. Keep the goddamn sponge out of the sink. I have a hidden sponge that I keep for my roommate because of this. Or leave it wet and soggy. It should be squeezed as dry as possible. Please tell this to my husband. I'm a pirate historian, and I can tell you for a fact that pirates never ever buried any treasure. It sounds like you don't want us to find the treasure. Are you a pirate? Where are you hiding it? Don't be salty because you've never found the egg. That's exactly what a pirate who buried his treasure would say. Aye, and I suppose ye'd just be accidentally breaking your leg when we stop off at the Isle of Monte Cristo and be asking us to pick ye up in a week. Are you a historian of pirates, or are you just a historian operating outside the control of big history? The real treasure was the friends they made along the way. Crocs should not cost more than $20. Chris Brown is a piece of shit. At first I thought this said Charlie Brown is a piece of shit, and I thought that was harsh. No one needs to care if others hate the same things. Put pineapple on your pizza. Like Sports Team X. Stick a candle wherever it fits. If no one gets hurt, no one should care. What's this about a candle? No one should need to go into debt for their health. Using your children as content for social media is child exploitation. Oh my God, I literally bitch to my other half about this daily. The poor kids, and now the disabled people that genuinely have no idea they are being asked to hold up a shirt and smile. There is this Instagram that has a bunch of extremely low-functioning autistic kids that make disability awareness shirts in assembly type of line, and the person running the Insta videos then posts them. Zipper merge lane. It's every other car no matter what. That money should be kept out of politics at every level. Let each candidate stand on their capabilities at an equal level, not by how much money they have or receive. Edit. I'm getting many direct messages about what do you propose we do about it. We can pass legislation for a start, but to do so you have to get out there and vote or register as a candidate. We have to make the more minor continuous local changes to eventually make the big nationwide changes. Look into your candidates. Look at the laws they pass. It sucks, I get it. We are all tired and just want to sleep, get high, play video games, and eat good food. But it is kind of our responsibility. Saying it doesn't matter is defeatist, and I used to think exactly like that and some days still do. But the only way we push forward is together and by making our wants to be known. I'm not a smart person, and I may be naive, but I still hope we can change things. I earnestly wish I had an easy answer, and I wish I was the type of person that was smart enough to help solve these issues, but I know I'm not. I do know I am the type of person that will do what I can to support those smarter and more capable than myself that are willing to make the changes to keep money out of our politics. If you still are able, go and cast your ballot, friends. Is it Germany or something that funds a candidate's campaign equally with tax dollars? I'm making this number up, but each candidate gets $500,000 for a campaign, and that's the only monetary contribution they get. Seems brilliant to me and a good use of tax dollars. Emo. Lobbying is nothing more than bribing, and you can't change my mind. Medical debt should not be a thing in any civilized society. No one should have to choose either to have an operation or to live with pain and keep a roof over their head. Underwear then the socks. Who the fuck puts on socks first? Televangelists are nothing but false prophets. Oxford comma every time. It's clear, precise, and correct. Also, one space after a period for proportional fonts, 2 spaces for monospace fonts. This is the way. It is known. Semicolons should be used more often. It's not babysitting when a dad is watching their own children. It is parenting. Have yet to be through this conversation with anyone when I'm with my son-daughter. I think people are learning. I am a new dad and told my uncle I had to babysit my son without even thinking about it, and he totally called me out on it exactly like this lol. We had a good laugh. I no longer babysit my kid. I parent love. Unpaid internship are not good for students. A poor student can't afford the costs that go along with the internship. Agree. My daughter was working at a company making $23 a year and now has to do an internship to get her master's. Internship is that same company and the university doesn't allow the company to pay her. Preach. I'm in my final year for my MSU and am required to work 24 hours a week in my internship unpaid. I love my internship, but still, what's even crazier is that my university makes you register the internship as a class. So I'm paying thousands of dollars to work for free. It's so fucking backwards. Unpaid internships should be illegal. They know this. It's what keeps lower income students out of internship programs and frees them up for kids with parental support. It's a win-win for classists. The rich get free labor and get to keep their hiring pool insular. You can pry my Oxford comma from my cold, dead and angry hands. I came here just for this. Sincerely, a panda who eats shoots and leaves. Are there actually people out there who don't use the Oxford comma? Boneless wings are just nuggets. And that's fine, but don't charge me wing prices for nuggets spun in salt. People who love you don't hit you. Also, you don't hit people, animals you love.